feels just like you. Go outside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do, yeah. Make your own sunshine. Smoke 'cause it's alright. Your heart's a red kite, let it lift you up. Can you feel the love?
Hey guys, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the D Time Bar Show. As you can see, I'm at the bar and it's not your usual setup. No drink today for good reason. Unfortunately, I was involved in an accident that you guys would pay very good money to see. That did involve a ladder. So I've had to delay a lot of my videos, guys. Unfortunately, I fractured some ribs, and there you have it. I've been in a lot of pain, and I can't even drink on the medication that I'm on at the moment. I've had a lot of sleepless nights in regards to the pain, just trying to manage my pain at the moment, and we're getting there, touch wood, we're getting there. So this video is going out to you guys a little bit later than usual, but like I promised, I wanted to give you guys an update in regards to the summer watch show. A little bit late on this video, but I wanted to give you an update on all the new exhibitors, what's going on. I did do a post on Instagram about a Q&A, questions and answers. I've got a few questions that I'm going to answer today. I'm not going to go through all of them. A lot of the questions you asked me, I responded directly to you guys directly through Instagram or by email, which was great. So look, I've written this stuff down, guys. I don't want to just go off the cuff like I normally do. I am in a lot of pain, I'll be honest with you. It was a pretty bad fall. I was even in A&E for, a couple of days off the back of the fall. So let's just go through the summer watch show. Now, we're less than a month away from the show. Exciting times, the summer watch show at BQ Watches at their event space. And we've got, yes, over 16 brands. And on top of that, Spencer, yes, I repeat, Spencer will be showcasing the UK's largest pre-owned luxury watches in the UK. So you're going to see a full-on range of what he has on offer this time round. And I'm going to go through today a bit of the planogram of the actual event, discuss some of the new exhibitors and so on. So let's go through the exhibitors so you guys got a fair understanding of how many brands will be there, for example. So first of all, our principal sponsor is Elliott Brown Watches. They were there at the first show at BQ Watches. It was a very successful show with them, and off the back of the last show, they've decided to launch some exclusive timepieces at BQ Watches at the summer watch show. Amazing news, isn't it, to be fair? Great news. Who would have thought it? We were discussing this 6 months ago. Within such a short period of time, the brands would be back and would want to launch exclusively. They did very well. Elliott Brown is a real, fan favorite here on the channel. I know a lot of guys that are real big, Elliott Brown enthusiasts for good reason, and so am I. And so what's going to happen is the show starts at 11:30. We'll settle down, and then by 12:30, Elliott Brown will launch their exclusive pieces at the show, and they'll also be doing a raffle at the end of Saturday on the 2nd of September. So in the afternoon, there'll be a raffle where you can win an Elliott Brown watch. I think it's one of their new releases from what I understand. And we're also going to have loads of talks from the CEO, the marketing managers, and also Neil Duckworth will be there as well, launching some of his watches as well. Duckworth Prestex, some really cool pieces there. He's also going to do a few talks. We're also going to have loads of guests on the day, basically showcasing and discussing their timepieces. There's going to be a few YouTubers that are going to be there as well, just talking about their collections and how the watch community is going at the moment. So exciting times. So we've got Elliott Brown as our principal sponsor. It's going to be on the 2nd and the 3rd of September. So on the Sunday, Spencer's also going to be doing a raffle at the end of the day. So guys, make sure you get your tickets. I'll leave a link in the description. We're using Eventbrite this time round to make sure there's no issues with the site or anything like that. So it's very easy. Just sign up and you'll be able to get your ticket to the show. So we've got Elliott Brown, our principal sponsor. We've got Duckworth Prestex. We've got Delmar watches as well. Another very cool brand. Some very cool pieces. Dive watches, GMTs. Some really cool pieces. Let's see some images there for you guys to check out Delmar. They're one of the new exhibitors to the show. Very cool pieces indeed. So we're going to have a real variety of watches at the show as well. Despite the show being very much about Elliott Brown and their launch and so on, we wanted to make sure there's a variety of brands, so it's not just one brand and, you know, Spencer's inventory. There's going to be a real mixed bag of watches. Hopefully there will be something there for everybody. So then we've got Out of Order, you know, from Italy. Very cool Italian brand. Really cool to look at the images of these guys. Really cool stuff, I have to say. You see from the intros that I've done so far on the show, they're very much becoming very quickly a watch enthusiast fan favorite, because they're very good value for money. Some really cool color palettes there as well, and they come in at an affordable price. So, you know, if you can't quite afford what Spencer's got to offer, there's going to be some really cool affordable pieces on the day. Then we've got another brand, you know, Squally, another Italian brand, very cool dive watch as well. Then we're also going to have Venecianico, are going to be at the show again, unveiling some of their new releases. Fantastic news. These guys just go from strength to strength. They've got over a 10 million plus turnover now. They're in 96 bricks and mortar stores. The Morelli brothers are now in Forbes Italian magazine top rich list, and even the politicians are wearing their watches now. So they've suddenly become the real golden boys of Italy. So it's great to have them on board. And then we've got a couple of new exhibitors. We've got Epos, very cool traditional Swiss brand. Don't get the credit in the UK and in the US, but in Europe they're absolutely massive, and in Asia. And I think look into Epos watches. You may not be familiar with them, but come and check them out at the show. They're really good quality Swiss pieces. Price range can be anything from £2,000 to £6,000 sterling. Very intriguing, very well made watches, I have to say. They've got a wide range of different genres of watches in their collection, but with some real heritage there that maybe you weren't aware of. So, you know, we want to introduce you to some really cool brands. And then we've got ML Trurier as well. Very cool brand as well. A lot of Swiss tradition. Yeah, again, not so big in the UK. Really shocking how they're not that well known in the UK, but so well known in Switzerland, Europe, in Germany, in Greece. You know, they're very, very well known and very popular. So it's going to give you an opportunity for them to sort of break into the market as well in the UK. A lot of the distributors will be there as well. Check them out. Another brand that start around, I don't know, about £1,000 and go up to £3,000-4,000 sterling as well. So, you know, they're not cheap, but they are very good quality. They can be considered, you know, like a luxury timepiece as well. Very cool indeed. So those are the two. There's 3 new brands that are exhibited. So you've got Delmar, Epos, and ML Trurier as well that are added to the list. And then we've got AK Atawak. Yes, the Tarantula will be exhibiting at the show. The brand new release from AK will be there. And my God, the amount of messages I've had on this watch, guys, is unbelievable. The amount of requests about this watch, because the AK Cobra is a big piece. A lot of you guys that put the piece on at the show, at the last BQ Watch Show, were like, wow, it's amazing. I just wish it was a bit smaller. So your dreams have come true. You've now got a more slender piece, not so imposing, something that you can wear every day, I would say, in regards to this piece. And it comes on a rubber strap, interchangeable rubber strap as well. And I think it comes in at about £1,800 sterling. What a cool piece this will be at the show, guys, so check it out. And then we've got Auto 8, a brand new watch brand exhibiting at the show. Very cool, very car orientated. I've reviewed them on the channel before. Outstanding build quality, really cool watches indeed. Very Jeep orientated. They've got a vast range of watches, but yet again, they come at a really good price point. I think they're about, I don't know, 400 to just under £1,000 sterling as well. So really cool pieces. I think you'll really be intrigued. If you don't know about them yet, come and try them out at the show. I think you'll be very intrigued. Then we've got Sega Design. Sega Design just did a recent video on the U Planet series. You know, the Ice Age will be there. It's now in production and is available to buy. So Sega Design, the GPHG award winners, they've won 22 plus awards across Europe, internationally, for what they're doing. And they are arguably, you know, one of the leading Asian brands at the moment out there, doing what they're doing at a cost-effective price, from anything from £300 to £2,000 sterling. They offer something for everybody at that price point. So check them out, guys. We've got a GPHG winner that will be exhibiting at the show. And then we've got Chrome Caliber, another new brand that will be exhibiting at the show. And these guys do robotic watch winders. Very cool, very intriguing, good quality stuff. You know, if you're into that sort of stuff, I know not everybody's into watch winders, but I love watch winders because it's like displaying your watch as a piece of art. For me, they're cool. Check them out. Chrome Caliber, very cool, retro, very Johnny 5, I have to say, guys. Very cool indeed. And then we've got NDC straps as well, military assigned straps, wide range of straps available. You're into your native straps and stuff like that, go and check out NDC straps. Very, very cool indeed. They've got such a vast amount of straps there as well. We've got Cased in Time. We've got the digital watch vault that are going to be down there. We've got A to Z of watches. My team, Watchmakers, will be down there as well, talking about the industry as well. It's going to be fantastic. We've got broad agencies. We've got Mode 9 that are going to be there distributing this stuff. So we've got loads of stuff. We've got about, excuse me, 18 brands altogether at the show. And we've also, and let's not forget, you know, the planogram of the show. So make sure you're there for 11:30, guys. We're not doing time slots this time, just to give you guys heads up. There's not going to be any time slots. Last time, because we had so many people attend, we did time slots to basically make sure that we were covered insurance-wise for the show. So we were doing it in blocks of, like, I think the first few slots were really packed with 200 plus people for each hour slot. But now everyone's coming in one hit. So make sure that if you want to sign up for the raffle when you're there, make sure you get there at 11:30 a.m. on the Saturday, to make sure you can enter the raffle. You know, we won't be just taking it won't be just unlimited and so on. So we've sort of blocked down the days for maximum 300 people per day, for insurance purposes. So make sure you get your tickets, guys. Tickets are going very quickly. So go to Eventbrite, sign up now, come on the Saturday or the Sunday, but I suggest come to both. We've got 2 very exciting days. So just let's do a recap. On the Saturday, the 2nd of September, 11:30, the doors open. We come in, have a little wonder about the watch brands. Then the CEO and marketing manager at Elliott Brown will do their new launch in the launch room, the top room, where we had Chapek last time and Cyrus and those brands. That will be the launch room, and that's where you're going to see the BQ inventory as well. So we're going to have a full range of Pateks, Tudors, Rolex, Omegas. Spencer's really going to put it on the line and really show you guys some of his watches. He's got so many, he can't show them all. Ever since the Watchmaster deal, he has technically become the UK's largest pre-owned luxury watch specialist in the UK. Arguably in Europe, the amount of watches he's got are unbelievable. His stock was humongous before. You should see it now, guys. Fantastic selection. I'm just memorized. When I go in there, I'm just like, wow, Jesus, Spence, how many watches do you have? You know, I don't think he's got a big enough sales force, to be honest with you, to handle it. But the premises, the venue, it's great. You know, Spencer is now adding some like marble tiles to the ground floor, giving it that added luxury feel. So really cool stuff. So, you know, the first floor, we're going to have a few brands down there, four or five brands. And then when you go upstairs on the first floor, like before, you'll see the real, you know, a full range of watch enthusiast brands from Elliott Brown, you know, from just a wide range. You know, Elliott Brown are the principal sponsors. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of people from Elliott Brown down that are real Elliott Brown enthusiasts, guys. Excuse me. So every time I cough, my ribs are killing me, guys. I'm on this painkillers at the moment, and I've had to push back a few projects that you guys have been asking me about. So bear with me. I'm trying to manage this pain threshold. It's not just a normal. I literally fell off a ladder, guys. You know, so it's not pretty. On this side, I'm black and blue. you know, it wasn't pleasant. I'm lucky, to be honest with you. It could have been a lot worse, to be honest with you. But anyway, we live and learn from our mistakes, and hopefully the missus won't get me to do so much DIY and stuff like that now. You know, we live in hope, yeah? After this accident, maybe I've got a very good excuse why I can't do certain things around the house anymore, you know? But yeah, enough of me ranting about that and my sorrows and feeling sorry for myself. But I got a few questions from you guys as well, you know, about the show, about where you could be staying. Look, guys, you know, there is ample parking. If you didn't come to the first show, BQ Watches, if you go down the road, you'll see a Budgeons. Do a left at the Budgeons. There's over 200 parking spaces there. On the Saturday, you do have to pay, but it's free after 6:30. And on the Sunday, I believe it is free parking as well. So just to recap, once again, on the Saturday, we have the Elliot Brown watch launches. On the Sunday, we also have Spencer at BQ Watches doing raffles for some watches, I'm assuming, and some, you know, watch winders or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what he's going to give away, but, you know, Spencer, he's a very generous man, as we all know, and be intriguing to see what is on offer. So, guys, don't miss out on that raffle. You have to be there to receive your winnings. I should say sorry guys, I think the painkillers are talking today. I mean, I can't drink, I can't do anything. I've been literally bedbound at times with this injury. These painkillers make me a little bit drowsy, unfortunately, as well. So enough of me ranting on about that. Yeah, so one thing I have to recap, guys, no ID, no entry. So make sure you've got a driver's license with you or some sort of photo ID to prove who you say you are for insurance purposes. There's going to be a hell of a lot of valuable pieces on display over the 2 days. And we're doing an exclusive launch with Elliot Brown watches. What can I say? You couldn't make this stuff up, to be honest with you. So Elliot Brown, for those of you not familiar with the brand, I'll leave a link in the description as well. These guys can be found in Watches of Switzerland, Goldsmiths, Mappin Web. They're really pushing the boundaries as a British brand. I have to say, I'm very proud that they're going to be exhibiting. We've got Duckworth Prestex, we've got Seeger Design, Epos, Emil Traurier, Auto A, Atawak, the list just goes on. It's a fantastic lineup. Out of Order, Squally, Venetianico, the list just goes on and on. So really cool, exciting times going on. I just wish I was well enough to be shooting more content. So apologies once again. And anyone that feels I've been ignoring you, I did respond by email this morning, even though your messages are maybe over a week overdue, so I apologize for that. But you know what I'm like, guys, I will always get back to people. I will always get back to them. This is how I operate, you know. I try my best. That's all I can do. That's all I can do under the circumstances at the moment. And believe me, you would be shocked how bad it is at the moment, this injury. But anyway, guys, one thing that you guys have been asking me about, when am I doing the Marine Conservation Society charity dive? Now, since my injury, I've pushed back that now in mid-September. I'm hoping to make a full recovery. And this is the Marine Society, the Marine Conservation Society, I should say, what I'm doing with Spinnaker in regards to this Haas Spinnaker watch, this charity. I'm going to do some snorkeling and diving in the Med, and I've really contributed quite a lot of money to the actual charity. I think I've generated over £2,000 sterling. And as you guys know, I'm a real marine and tropical fish tank enthusiast, and it really pains me when I see what's going on in the UK at the moment with all the pollution and sewage that's going into our beautiful seashores and stuff like that. The beaches are being destroyed. We can't even bathe or swim in the sea, never mind snorkel or dive in the UK. It's really embarrassing. But there's a lot of problems in the Med as well. A lot of people dash in there, you know, plastic waste, and it really does affect marine life as well. So a lot of you guys ask me, how do I go about doing these dives and stuff like that? What equipment do I use? Nothing spectacular, guys. I use my GoPro, and what I use on my mask, the trick of it is that I've got a special mask that you can attach your GoPro on. So wherever my head goes, your eyes go as well. So I've got loads of footage of sea turtles, octopuses, you name it, dolphins and stuff like that. Loads of different tropical marine life. And this is my secret, guys. This is my secret. My early videos, I used to just use this, hand GoPro, thingy bob, whatever they call it, dongle, gimbal, whatever it is for the GoPro. Yeah, really difficult with this because you sort of navigating around and under the sea just gets messy. So I found some of my best footage that I've ever recorded is using this setup, guys, when I'm diving or snorkeling. But I think with the rib situation at the moment, I think I'll be just snorkeling. I don't think I'll be diving. I'll speak to Andreas from local time that we do world time with, see what sort of boat trips we can do out in the Med when I'm out there in September. See what we can do, fun times. But guys, I'll leave a link in the description to this charity. It is the Marine Conservation Society. Very good cause as well. I do like to give back, as you guys are aware of. As you've seen, those of you that know me in my early days know that I basically did review a hell of a lot of marine fish and tropical fish. It wasn't a success, but that's my hobbies. I've never, YouTube is a bit of fun for me. YouTube is not something that I take overly seriously. And what do I use YouTube? Maybe sometimes to review the watches that come in and stuff like that, and promote some of the shows like I'm doing now, just to give you guys, make you guys aware of what's really going on. What we've got going on. Now, Q&A, like I said, I never got around to answering everybody. And there's some questions in there that, guys, I've emailed you back directly for obvious reasons in regards to those questions. But let's go through some of the questions and answers now. Let's go through the Q&A. So we've got Chirag Price. How did I get into watches? Chirag, I think you've asked me this question many times, but I got into watches through a pocket watch that I inherited from my grandfather, a Tempo watch, 9 karat gold. I featured it on the channel. I think I discussed this when I was at BQ Watches as well on the live stream. That's really what got me intrigued. But even at a young age, I was always, if someone asked me what I wanted for Christmas or my birthday, I'd always request that, a digital watch. So Russell, the Mad Watch Collector, if you're watching, I was very much a Casio watch enthusiast. You could say Argus was my Harrods back in the day. What could you get for 20 to 30 pounds? You could get an amazing, cool digital Casio watch, and that's the path that I went down. And a lot of my family members realized, especially the guys that are in the USA, in the States, in New York, stuff like that, Chicago and stuff like that, Michigan, Detroit. We've got family all over the place in the US. So when I hit the US, they would send me a Bulova Chicago Bulls watch. I used to get a Michigan Detroit watch with the Michigan Detroit anthem of the actual football club over there. And then I had a relative actually in Miami that sent me the Miami Dolphins watch as well. Very cool stuff indeed. So I've got some really cool pieces. I think some of them are Bulova, believe it or not. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I've just kept them. I stored them. I don't know. They're somewhere tucked away somewhere in the property, in the garage or something. They're not really worth anything, to be honest. They're like gimmicky type watches, but very fond memories, and that's what really got me into the journey of doing that. And obviously running my own business, hitting boring sectors. I thought, let's do some new business development in something that I might enjoy. And if I go on a client visit, I'm not going to a healthcare department or some sort of sales and marketing department. It's just, going to a boutique and looking at the watches. It's fun. It's cool. That's how I got into it. So I hope that answers that one, Chirag. Paul Carter, who is your favorite YouTuber? You know what? I watch quite a bit of Carwow. I watch Watchwow as well. I watch Carwow as well and a bit of Watchwow. I love cars. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up. I don't really watch a lot of the watch YouTubers, not for any reason because I dislike them or anything like that. It's mainly because I'm involved in watches all the time. I like to learn things. I like to learn new things and change your scenery sometimes, you know, car stuff, you know. Like watch Paul Thorpe as well, Archie, you know, from time to time, a few other guys as well, Tim Musso, Watchpro Studios. But recently, I'll be honest with you, recently, I've not had that much time. I do scroll a little bit to see what's going on out there, and loads of manic stuff going on out there at the moment. But, you know, I don't really get involved with it, or just keep my distance and watch Carwell and stuff like that. A bit of Yanamize as well. Shout out to Yanni as well. Hopefully we can do some stuff with him in the future as well. Really cool channel. I think he's got nearly close to 2 million subscribers, that guy. I mean, looking at what the car guys do and what we do in the watch world, we're so irrelevant. Honestly, it's like we are totally irrelevant, you know, us YouTubers on this side of the coin. It's such a small community and doesn't really penetrate the market very well, YouTube anyway. I mean, I was talking to some of the ADs recently, and they sell 90 million watches, you know, in the UK and some parts of Europe. And imagine how small my audience is, and some of the other channels. You know, let's not be under any illusion or be delusional. We really don't have a say, you know. We don't really have an impact, I would say, in regards to any of this stuff. But, you know, it's always great, you know, to host our opinions and stuff. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Enjoy the hobby, the love of horology. It's become a labour of love for me now, I have to say. So, sorry, I'm going in a run. Honestly, sorry, guys. What else have we got? G Giovanni, who will be exhibiting at the show? Really covered that. G Giovanni. But thank you for your support, brother. I really appreciate all your kind words and all your support over the last few years. You've always been supporting me, mate, and all the gifts. Honestly, you've got to stop sending me booze and alcohol. You know, honestly, I've become an alcoholic. Now, I don't really drink much. I'll be honest with you. I don't really drink much. I do love the odd drink every now and then. It's more of a social for me. I don't rely on drink. You know, I've got my family, my friends. You know, it's what gives me happiness, being with my family and my friends and stuff like that. You know, I don't look to any substance to fill in any gaps or anything like that. So, I mean, look, that's what I do like the odd drink, you know, but I'm not a really alcohol connoisseur like some other people, you know. So everyone to their own, you know. I love it. I've got my own bar, but for me, it's like when someone comes around, it's a social thing. It's just purely a social thing to have a drink amongst friends. That's what it's all about. But Adrian, I've covered that question, Adrian, about the filming. There you go, my GoPro, the mask. That's how I did that filming. So, guys, yeah, my watches that I will be wearing. I had a question about, and Russell, if you're watching, you'll be glad to know that yes, I do have a G-Shock. That is the G-Shock DW5600 in white. This is my vacation G-Shock I wear, guys. Very cool indeed, I have to say. And I love the Tudor Chrono Blue Monte Carlo. That is one watch that I will be wearing every day when I'm in abroad, I could say, when I'm away. Very cool. This is one watch that I'm going to wear when I'm abroad. The Tudor Chrono Blue AK Monte Carlo, my baby. But I will be doing that charity dive or snorkeling, God willing, as long as my ribs are better by then, because it's not something you want to do diving when you've got fractured ribs, guys. So I might get away with the snorkeling and see what I can do in regards to that, guys. So, guys, just to summarize, I'm in a lot of pain right now. As you can see, I'm sweating from the pain. Join me on the 2nd and 3rd of September for the summer watch show. We'll give it a bit of a summer vibe. Come in your shorts and t-shirt, guys. I'm sure Paul Thorpe will be coming in something very summery, I have to say. Come and enjoy the day. 11:30, Elliott Brown doing their launch of some of their watches. So by 12:30, we'll be involved in some of the talks. There will be a raffle on the Saturday by Elliott Brown. And then on the Sunday, we're going to have some giveaways and some talks with friends in the watch industry. So really cool times, guys. I'll leave a link where you can get the tickets in the description. Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.
Bye.